musician, a lot of things. Omar, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. I really, really am happy to be here. Like, this is actually my first podcast. So I was so excited. So thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much. First things first. For those who may not know you, how would you introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Omar, like I said, and I've been in China for let's say 5 years. I'm a Nigerian, and I came to China 2019. I'm a singer and also like into like entrepreneurship. I'm a content creator, as a YouTuber. I like to create content, a lot of content. And currently I'm in Henan. I'm doing my PhD currently. So yeah, that's all
Okay,
about me.
okay. Nice, nice. So let's start with the entrepreneur part. I saw your page, Omar Travels. I checked your website, the work you're doing over there. Give us an insight about Omar Travels and the work you do there.
Well, it actually started from YouTube because I create a lot of YouTube content. And I remember like I used to post music because I love to sing gospel songs. So I used to post a lot of music. I used to post cover songs. So I remember like my assistant one time she was telling me, why don't you talk about China? And you remember I'm like, China? Like, do people really talk about China? I didn't really think that people were interested in content about China. So I said, okay, let me start talking about China. So I started talking about China. I started talking about how I came to China because the scholarship I came into China was not the scholarship that a lot of people knew about. A lot of people thought that, okay, I came in with like school scholarship. And then when I started telling people that, oh, I came in with the type A scholarship, right? So people were like, oh wow, which one is type A? So I'm like, okay, I started talking about type A, type B, type C, telling them everything about CSC scholarship. So my views on just talking about Chinese scholarship just went viral and it was just increasing. So that's how I said, okay, you know what? Let me just because they're always asking a lot of questions, especially on WeChat and then on YouTube and Instagram. Well, I was getting more questions from um Instagram and WeChat. So I said, okay, you know what? I cannot keep answering all these questions. So it's better for me to just create like a website, a business whereby if anybody wants to ask me any questions about how we can help them get scholarship opportunities for them to come to China, we would just direct them to the website so that they can know that okay, this is not free, this is not free service. And if they wanted like free service, then they come to YouTube because I had done a lot of videos about talking about the scholarship. So that was actually how all my travels came about. Just talking about China, talking about the scholarship and everything.
Nice, nice. And I've seen your work rotates about the scholarship that people want. Would you, if someone is applying to China, what would you tell them that they should have? Like, what are those must-do things that they should have?
Well, I feel like if you're applying to come to China, the most important thing obviously is your grade, right? You need to actually have good grades, but it's not really that important. I think a lot of people are always scared about the grades. Another thing that you need to prepare is your documents. This is the one thing I feel like a lot of students they never get ready. They just start asking questions. And I'll be like, okay, send me your documents. Let me see your transcripts. They say, oh, I've not collected my transcripts. I'm like, why are you even asking questions? And then I ask them, okay, what about your passports? And they're like, they've not done the passport. I'm like, are you want to travel abroad? So I think the most important thing that people need to understand is that the moment you make up your mind that you want to come to China, first you need to prepare the documents, which are very simple documents, right? The passport and everything. Yes, you are finding information, right? But I mean, when you already have the document, it pushes you to go ahead and apply. Because if you're just asking for information, you just ask and get discouraged. I don't really want to tell people about the scholarship. because I feel like when I start telling them about the scholarship, about everything that it took me to call, people get discouraged because they think that it's impossible for them to get it. So what I always start with my clients is to tell them, send me all your documents. Send, if they say they don't have passports, go and get your passports. So you get your passport, you get all the documents. Then I will now tell you everything. That way, even when you want to get discouraged, you'll be like, oh my god, I've gotten my documents. So let me just apply. So that's the first thing I always like to do because I realized that a lot of people, a lot of my clients, they will reach out to me. They'll tell me that please tell me about the CSC scholarship. I send them some videos from YouTube, or I tell them everything about the scholarship. They get discouraged. They don't continue because in their mind they doubt themselves. They believe that, oh please, I don't think I can do it. But the moment I start telling them that first prepare this document, send to me this document, I realized
Mm.
that it was we're getting more people to do the application. So the first thing, prepare all your documents, have your transcripts, have your degree certificates. All those documents are very, very important. And do not discourage yourself when you hear that, oh, this person got through this through this like MOFCOM, through this process type B, or if I tell them about how I got my scholarship, they'll be like, oh my god, I don't know if I can get it. Every person is different and there are different scholarships, so many scholarships to come to China. Even though this year it's become very difficult. This year,
Mm.
last year, it has actually China have increased their the people they've reduced. Let me just say reduced. They've
Yeah.
reduced the people that they want to bring into the country through the student routes. So I can say last year, this year it became very difficult, but I still saw a lot of students who got. There were still a lot of students who actually got the scholarship.
Okay. On the issue of scholarship, what would you say is like, I wouldn't say the easiest, but that scholarship that people should be looking up to get. Your client should be looking up to get.
I feel like the easiest scholarship to there's not a really easy scholarship to be honest. There's no really easy
Mm.
scholarship. But for me, I think it's through your document. What do you have, right? So it's from the major that you've studied, your documents that you have at present. That is what's opened the door for you. So if you are like saying, oh, what is the easiest scholarship? Funny thing is that the scholarship that may seem hard, right, may even be easy for you. Do you understand? So it just depends on the documents that is required. Like for me now, I didn't even know that they had the university scholarship. I didn't even know that they had so many scholarships till I came to China. I only thought how to travel abroad was through your country. So that's how I was applying for scholarship through the Ministry of Education, going for the exams, doing the interviews. I was thinking
Mm.
that that's the only way. When I came here, I realized no, that's like the least people even think about.
Mm.
There are so many other ways that people come here. So I feel like a lot of people will be like, oh, what is easier? I don't think there's easiest path. Just look at your documents, what you have. If your grades are very high, I would say go through the school pathway, the university, because the university they always want students with high grades. Then if you
Mm.
feel like okay, you have a lot of experience, work experience, I would say okay, go through the MOFCOM, it depends on you and your
Mm.
course. Like China really love engineering students. They really give a lot of opportunities to engineering students and to science students. So this is another thing that you can also think about. If you're an engineering student, if you're a science student, you can also try to apply for these courses.
Okay, and let's say someone does not have good grades but has a lot of um, co-curricular activities. Are there scholarships they can get?
Cooker,
Like
cooking.
extra co-curricular activities, sports,
Oh,
extra.
yeah, actually. But I'll just tell people that if you want to follow that route, just come through like learning Chinese language. Okay, so you can come
Mm.
in with 1 year Chinese language because there are a lot of clubs that are actually looking for people that want to play football. I remember one of a student that reached out to me. He said that he has a dream to want to play football. That's why he wants to come to China. And I said, okay, so let me see your degree and everything. And he showed me. So I was telling him that okay, the best thing for you to do, you apply to the student routes, right? Don't put it there that you're coming for football. Because I mean, like, China does not even like, I just recently realized that China don't really use internationals to play
Mm,
for like
mm,
foreign football stuff. But there are a lot of clubs in China that are actually looking for footballers. So you can actually come in with the student route. Maybe you come and learn language, Chinese language, and then you can also learn like a degree course. Then you now be applying for jobs. That's what I would say. Because some people they make mistake. I know so many people this year they came in with the business route because of this
mm.
is this famous thing that happened in Guangzhou. So a lot of
Canton
people like
Fair.
yeah, that fair.
Mm,
So a lot of the canton fair, yeah. So a lot of people used to come in with the business route. So I had a
mm,
lot of students. I think I had like two students like that. They came into China with the business route, and then they were thinking that when they come in, they will now apply for work. China does not do that.
mm,
You
mm,
cannot switch your visa from business to work.
mm,
It's not gonna work. So I told them that see, just apply for the students, maybe like a degree from a student visa, you can easily switch to a work visa, right? So it's just for people to some people they just want the advice. They don't know what to do, right? So if you're coming with the football, because football is looked at as work, so you need to come in with the student routes for a while, maybe the Chinese 1 year. Then after the 1 year, you switch to work because you're ultimately working as a footballer. You're working and they're paying you. So then you switch.
Okay. Recently I saw your videos. In fact, one of the videos that got us to notice your work. You're talking about how students can get work in China, and there's a lot of backlash in the comment section.
Oh my god. I remember that video. It got
So,
over 80,000 views. I
yeah, yeah.
mean, I was like, I didn't really expect the ignorance. A lot of people did not know that as a student you can work. They were literally thinking I was lying. And I had I mean, on my passport is written there like I have an internship visa that allow me to work. So I was just talking like it was normal because I already worked in China for almost like maybe 7 months before I switched to do my PhD. So I already know how working in China was. I had the experience. So when I got the PhD, right, I just remember the fact that they gave me the internship visa, and I think there are not a lot of students they do this for.
Mm,
So that's why a
mm,
lot of people do not know about this. But yes, in China, as a student, you can actually work, but the permission is given to you from the university because in China it's looked at like your host, whoever who brings you to the country have a right on whatever that is going to happen to you in that country. So if a school or a university is bringing you to China now and they want you to work, I mean, all they need to do is give you a letter, take it to your immigration office, and you can work. So if now you get employed in China to teach or anything, and they want you to work or they want you to study or anything, they have the permission to make you do anything in China because they are the ones that brought you to China. So people just think that oh, there's just this law somewhere. There's no law anywhere, to be honest. It's just based on your hosts. Whoever who brings you have that permission of what you should do or what you should not do. So as a student, you can work, but it's very difficult. It's
mm,
very, very difficult to actually get this. If your visa is student visa, the law in China says that with a student visa you can't work. But with a student internship visa, you can work. So if you want to get this, all you need to do is actually go to your university, ask your school, or if you're a PhD student, you can ask your supervisor to give you a letter. You take to your international office and ask them. But most times they don't do this. Most times.
eh? That video was trending, eh?
Man, people really, huh? Hey, I was surprised. But the thing that really didn't get to me, the negative comments, the attacks, the calling me names because they thought I was lying. A lot of people thought I was lying. I even put that video on top of my channel because in my mind I want them to know that I'm not scared of their comments and
Mm,
their backlash. I'm only saying the truth because I know what I've been through. I've been through a lot in China. Do you understand? And I realized that when I was trying to switch my visa, like when I was working, I got sacked from a company. And I remember that when I was trying to like get information on what to do because my visa was about to expire, I didn't have any information anywhere. I mean, I would check on YouTube, nothing. I would check
mm,
online, nothing. Nobody was actually giving this information about
mm, mm,
how to, which visa you need, what to do. All the time, I had to be going to the immigration office. Every time I go to the immigration office to ask them, because even the company that sacked me, they were so wicked. They were so wicked. They didn't even want me to be in China. And the truth was that the immigration office, they have rules too. If you are sacked or if you leave a company, you have 1 month to look for another job. No, nobody should tell you to leave the country. And my visa had not yet expired. I didn't even know that my visa had not expired, that I can still stay. But the company were scaring me. They were saying you should leave after so time. But because I was always going to the immigration office, asking them questions, then I got all the information I had, and I got another job. I moved to another city to work. So and I realized, man, that means this YouTube thing I'm doing. That's actually even when I took YouTube serious because I was talking about scholarship, yes, but I wasn't talking about work. I was never really talking about working in China. I was only just talking about, oh, how students can come into China, how students can work, because I felt like my content was just for people outside China. I wasn't
mm,
really thinking about the people that were inside China and the struggles and problems they were going through. I was only referring to people outside China. But when I went through so much, I think it became so clear to me that, oh my God, I think there are a lot of students who don't have information of how to still remain in China, even after they study, how to get a job, how to even work while they are studying. I realized that, oh my God, there are not people with this information. So that was when I started talking about work. I started talking about my experience working in China, studying in China, how I came to China. So all of it, so people were like, no, 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 she's lying. So that's how the video went viral because people thought I was lying. And I'm like, how can I be lying? Like, this is what I actually got. I'm literally on this visa. I can show you. Before I came to school, my visa had not even expired. But I wanted to leave the job I was working in. So I left and came to school. And I think because my university already saw that I had work experience, so they
mm.
decided to help me get the internship visa.
Nice, nice. And okay, now you offer these services. Where can someone who's watching us get to know you or meet your work and contact you?
You can actually get our service on website. We have a website, ormatravels.com. So you can always check there. Also, you can also ask any question you want to ask on YouTube at official underscore Ormah or Instagram at official underscore Ormah. So those are like my platforms. I also have like another Instagram page basically for just Ormah Travels on Instagram with over 10,000 followers, and my main Instagram page over like 20,000 followers. And also on WeChat, I have over like 3,000 followers on WeChat, and on YouTube, I have over like, we're almost going to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. So
Nice,
yeah, so
nice,
we're a lot. I
nice.
think
So
we're
so
growing.
so maybe you send us the links and then we put in the description.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Thank you so much.
My next question would be your content creation. I watched yesterday. I being watched your videos. I think I watched like 7 of them. Uh,
Really? Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
we usually do it as we prepare for the podcast. I saw you really doing nice stuff, but I realized that most people in the comment section are not usually like they want to know more. They are watching, but they're asking questions, asking questions, asking questions. So my question in your content creation journey is, how do you navigate putting your content out there and satisfying the needs of your viewers who want more information? How do you balance that?
I think it's understandable why they keep asking a lot of questions because these people, they are doing practical work. You tell them get your
Mm,
documents, they go and try to get their documents, and maybe they went to the office to get so thing and something
mm,
happened. Then they reach out
mm,
to you, please, this is happening, this is
mm,
happening.
mm,
So it's not something that you just say and then they just receive the information. They listen to your information, they go ahead to do what you're saying, and it's practical. But along the way, they're encountering some problems. So that's when they come back again to be asking another question. So I already know they've gone to maybe like recently, I did a video talking about I just did a vlog, and there was someone who came talking about notarization of his documents. And I told him, oh, I gave him a video, detailed video on how to get his document notarized. And he was still asking questions. So I could tell that he was encountering some challenges. So I feel like it's normal. People will always keep asking questions. Sometimes I get tired because in my mind I'm like, I've answered all these questions. I mean, like, if you really watch all the videos on YouTube, you will be satisfied. But people will still keep asking. Sure, those people, I tell them consultation, pay consultation fee for an hour so that I have to explain everything to you because I cannot just be some things. It's like I'll have to shoot another video for you. So just reach out for like one-on-one consultation. So I'll now like help you, show you everything, because maybe on the video you may have questions, but I might not be able
mm,
to answer all the questions. And sometimes I also don't really know what they want. I use the problems, which is good. I like the fact that they ask questions because then I use whatever questions they're asking me to create more videos, because there are some things that
mm,
maybe you think that, oh, okay, they should know this. Very simple things like um which sites should they apply for CSC? In my mind, I'm feeling like, oh, they'll just type on Google CSC application sites or
yeah.
something. Very easy. But there are still some people that don't know this. So now there are some things as students who have been in China for maybe 5 years. There are some things I'm like, if you ask me, I'll be like, don't you know this? But these people, they
Mm,
don't know. So you have to now,
yeah.
like, you teach them like they are babies, like, oh, you are starting afresh to teach them and everything. So yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. And then right now you have a big online community. So I want to ask, does that
I
come
don't
with
think
a lot of,
I don't think I have a big online community.
okay, compared
Yes.
to the people in your field that I've now interacted with when I was checking you out and what, you have quite a sizable online community.
Well, I will
So
say that a lot of people don't talk about China because they don't know
mm,
that
mm,
this information are not out there. That's what I think. A lot of people do videos about black girl went to Chinese markets to look for
true,
husband,
true, true, true,
or
true.
black guy. This everything they want to do, like black guy making his hair, went to the Chinese to barb his hair. I see a lot of these videos, and I'm tempted to want to do videos like that, to be honest, because I see a lot
Really?
of views in those kind of videos. Like a lot of people just say, oh, black girl went to the Chinese hair salon to make the hair. I was thinking about it. I know these videos are bringing some views, a lot of
Mm,
views,
mm,
because I mean a lot of people want to go and say, oh, okay, it's a story. People like stories. But then I realized that, okay, what is the purpose of this kind of video? Is it actually helping people? Because to be honest, in China, nobody goes to Chinese market to look for Chinese husband. To be honest, black people don't go to Chinese market to look for Chinese husband or whatever. So I think what I always ask myself is the purpose, right? The purpose of my videos. So I think that's because people saw that these are life changing videos. So I think that's why it got a lot of views and a lot of people decide to like subscribe and even people who don't even need the information. There are some people they don't want to come to China. They even used to tell me they are never going to come to China, but they still watch the videos. They still watch the videos because I mean they would one day want to visit with their friends or family, just visit because there are people
mm.
working in your city. That's why they want to visit. Okay, yeah. So they just want to know more about China and everything about the whole stuff. So maybe I don't really use to see the views that there are lots. Maybe because I have really high goals, as I really set high goals for myself. Like
Mm,
since March, I have been posting like every day, which has been so tiring. And oh my god, it has not been easy just posting content every day. But to be honest, I have seen tremendous like success in just posting consistent content for
mm,
people. So it has really, really helped. So I was even thinking that, okay, this month I'm going to end that challenge, but something keep moving. Why don't you just push till December? It has given me a lot of views, shocking views, because on WeChat, I never really thought I would get a lot of people interested in CSC content, scholarship content, China content,
mm.
and it got so much views. In fact, CSC is the platform I went viral. And WeChat,
Yeah.
sorry, WeChat is the platform I went viral. So it was like, oh wow. And then YouTube too, and also Instagram. So yeah. So thank you for that. Even you too, you have a lot of audience too on your own
Oh,
podcast.
we are trying. We're trying. Um, so my question was, now you have this audience. Do you feel some pressure like when you're posting? Because now you know that many people are going to watch your content. Like first fact check it, check if it's right, or do something. Because now you have a
Yeah.
lot of guys who are going to watch.
I mean, like in life, literally everything comes with its good and disadvantage too. So I think that for me, I do not see it as like pressure. I always say that maybe because I have to combine it with school, right? Because
Mm,
currently I'm in school, I have to like focus on studies and everything. And also while I was working, in short, while I was working, it was even difficult to be online. I couldn't even be online because I always go to work 7 a.m. Then come back around 5. So by the time you come back, you're very, very tired and everything. Though I still work here. I still work here. I still go to teach. But I will only say that the pressure I get most of the times is from maybe like people in China. A lot of
mm,
people have not found their purpose in life. They don't really know what they want to do. So some of them, they see you're flourishing. Though to me, I don't even think I'm there yet, right? But because they see that, oh my god, this girl is flourishing, this girl it seems like she's flourishing, she's doing so well. So they bring in that negative energy, especially
mm.
as a student in university. In
Really?
university, yeah, I get more pressure as a content creator in school than
Oh,
online. Because online, I'm not really scared. In my mind, I'm like, you can't do anything to me, right? You can't do anything to me. You can only just leave your negative comments. I can easily block you or delete that. I don't even get offended with your comments because in my mind, you're even increasing my engagement. I mean, more comments, no matter the hate. As far I don't reply negatively, the only thing is that as a content creator, if you reply negatively to their comments, then the platform, if it's Instagram, then they would like do something to your platform. Me, I don't even care what people say online, but I think offline because in my mind I'm like I have to protect my energy, protect my space. So I feel like I get more pressure with the people in school because all of them are looking at me like as if no, I'm this. I don't know. I won't say celeb, but some of them are like looking at me like I'm this rich woman, like I'm this
yeah.
billionaire. I'm like, oh, I don't have money. So that's the only place I would say I get pressure. Because when I tell them, oh, I've worked in China, they're like, you have worked in China. So it's kind of it's even pushed me, to be honest. I won't lie, it pushed me. It makes me pray more because
Mm,
I understand the I understand my purpose. I understand what I'm doing, and I know the devil does not want me to help people. I mean, there are a lot of students who have like I watch your videos and I'm in China. So in my mind, I'm like, that's life changing for this
mm,
person and their families because
mm,
they just watched one single video or two videos and it has changed their life. people that probably couldn't get admission in their countries, right? People that
Mm.
don't even have the money and thought that before you can travel abroad, you need to have some certain amount of money. And you tell them, oh, why don't you just go to this platform, apply for a scholarship, and they come. So it comes with a lot of backlash, it comes with a lot of negativity. And I understand it's not coming from these people. It's not coming from them. Literally, it's coming from the devil. So in my mind, I'm like, I just pray more. And then sometimes I'm like, God, why me? When I'm facing literally anything again, I'm like, God, really, really. And also, I also pray for my clients because huh, when I was coming to China, I remember that I did a lot of prayers coming here. I wasn't supposed to come to China. I was supposed to go to Russia. But China was looking for more students, and they're like, oh, they're now requesting that oh more students should come. Then they switched my this into China. Then I came to China, and I remember that before I came to China, I got the scholarship, but they were saying that because I had not studied, I did not do my masters I did not do my bachelor's in Russia, that they were not going to give me the scholarship. So I didn't even think about it. I just remember that that day we were having service. So I went to pray about the whole I went to do like praise. We're having praise that day in church. So I went to praise God and I removed it from my mind. So later on, they reached out to me and said that, I got a scholarship. So I always tell people that, yes, there's the preparation parts where you have to prepare all your documents and everything, but do not remove your mind from the spiritual parts because you don't even I know people don't believe in all those things, especially people when they come to China, they'll be like, all of you that are back home, you have been praying. What has it done? These people, they don't go to church, they don't do this. I know that a lot of people say that, but you cannot compare yourself with any, like, the devil would never attack someone who is obviously serving him already. You just realize that, this person, life is moving smoothly, but this person is serving him already. Why does he need to do more things to to him or her? But you are saying that you're a child of God, you are praying to God, the devil will come for you at all times. So you have to be prayerful so that you don't even lose your faith, your purpose, yourself. That's the advice I always give people.
Nice, nice. And let's talk about your music. I checked; it's mainly gospel music. So tell me an insight of your
Yeah.
musical journey.
I've been singing from home before I came to China. I'm really passionate about music. I love to sing gospel songs. And so yeah, I feel like the reason I when I came to China, it's kind of made I had more finance to put into my craft to put into music. So that was the good thing I loved about China. And the thing I also loved about China because I sing gospel songs and China did not get to tell me, oh, frown out they did not be like, oh, they just like the fact you can sing. So I remember like doing some competitions even while I came to China and I won some competitions even while I came to China as a singer. So it's even pushed me more to my crafts because I mean I was already singing in church back home and then I come to China and I sing and I'm like these people notice and they give me award. So I mean, why don't I go further and release my own song? So that's when I started singing my own song. And the truth is that I wasn't really planning to sing my own song. It's YouTubers, the audience, they stay requesting because I was always singing cover songs. That was the plan. Sing cover songs, grow, get a lot of views. But a lot of people start saying, no, we don't want you to be singing cover songs anymore. Start singing your own song. I was thinking like, but it's not yet time. It's not yet time. Like I was telling myself, I don't think it's time, but they were pushing. So I think I got inspired by the producer and some other artists in China. I saw them, they were doing their own song, doing their own music videos. So it kind of inspired me to also like, okay, let me just go ahead and do my own song and do my own music video. So like that's actually how it started. But I've always been singing from home. In short, I was thinking like after I finished my bachelor's, I'll just go into music. Basically just go into music. But my mom was like, no, you need to go ahead and further. Either you work or you do something else. Because I was always very, very busy back at home singing. I mean, I would travel with some artists. We would go to like Lagos to sing. As a gospel singer, you have to always be in church. So every day back home, I was always in church singing. Monday, I'll be in church for a program. But it's not like every day I would sing. But I know that I was always singing those days. Sure was my parents were just complaining. They said no, they don't want me to keep singing. Want you to further your education, want you to do something else. They were always complaining. So I had to like say, okay, you know what? Let me further my education, let me do my master. So that actually when I say pushing, funny enough, I don't really tell people this, but I had applied to for the not CSC, but I had applied to scholarship before and I didn't get it. So it was like the next year that I actually applied and I got. So that's why I always also tell people, see, the thing about life can be so funny that you do not know what God has in stock for you, but just keep pushing, like just keep pushing, keep posting that content that you think that's useless, keep doing that thing that you think it's not so important. You don't even know what it's going to, as in what the future hold for you. So I tell people just keep pushing, don't give up. To be honest, don't give up.
Nice, nice. One of my final questions to you would be for a youth listening, both in Africa and here in China, and I just looked at your work and your journey as you've described it. What should be your advice to them?
For YouTubers,
No, a youth.
or a youth. Well, my advice to you is that number one, do not compare yourself with anybody. I feel like that is really what is going on right now. A lot of people are really looking down on themselves and comparing themselves with others. And it really would destroy your uniqueness and the thing that you have, the value that you have to give to someone. So, number one, do not compare. If you see other people are building houses, buying cars, doing some big businesses, and you're like saying, oh, this person is doing this person is doing that, let them do it. It's okay, they are growing. Your own time will come. Your own journey is not like that other person's journey. So that's number one. Do not compare yourself. Number two is that whatever you are doing, please dream bigger. Do not just limit yourself at the position that you are in. Try as much as possible to dream bigger, because there's so much more that you think you can actually, that the world needs from you, or the things that you can actually do. Okay. So most times people dream small, or people don't believe in themselves. But the moment you dream big and every day you do almost like five things to get yourself to that place, I know that you're going to get there. So these are my advices. Try as much as possible to dream big. What else? Stay consistent. Yeah. Stay consistent with whatever that you are doing as a youth. Stay consistent. Also, listen to your parents. Yes, listen to your parents. I know that some parents can be very, very difficult sometimes, but to be honest, God always honor us when we actually obey our parents and do whatever our parents tell us to do. So no matter the things that you be like, but I do not agree with my mom or my dad about this, just obey, and your blessing will really come out of that, just because you have decided to honor your parents. And my final advice is, please always try to pray, be prayerful. That's very important, because the spiritual really controls the physical. A lot of people have forgotten that, and they just live their life however they want. But I would always say that what has helped me to achieve what I've achieved now is because of my prayer life. I don't joke. I don't joke with prayers. I don't joke with God. And I will always advise the youth to try as much as possible to be prayerful in whatever they are doing, and seek God every day, whatever religion they are doing, because I know there are maybe some people who are not just Christians. So just take God serious.
Okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice. Our last question would be what makes you a proud African?
Well, what makes me a proud African is that I'm a black woman. I really love that. There are a lot of things about being a woman, to be honest, that a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't talk about. But I'm really proud to be an African woman. Yeah. So that's what make me proud. I love our hair. We are so creative. The fact that we braid our hair. I mean, that's really creative. And the fact that we are so unique, as blacks. I feel like we're so unique. I mean, I can be fair if I want to. If I use cream, I can be fair. But I mean, a fair person can never be black. So we are so unique. I'm proud to be a black woman. I'm proud to be an African. I know we are growing, but I just pray that God will help us open our leaders' eyes so that they can actually see that. I mean, they can actually see that there's so much that Africans can do. I mean, Africans go to other part of the world and they achieve so much. They get awards. They are recognized. I mean, in your own country, the leadership, they don't actually do what they're supposed to do. They are more concerned about their own self. So I would just want that to be improved. I feel like that's just what we need to improve, the leadership. But every other thing about being an African, I'm really proud of us. Um we are very focused. The moment we set our mind to get something, we get it. We get it done. So yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, Omra, for
Thank
passing by and
you for
sharing us.
having me.
Really, really appreciate.
Thank you.